Hey, what's up guys? Blindcopycat here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about and showing some footage of the new Xbox One game streaming feature that was recently released. So if you guys don't know what this is, basically if you have Windows 10 on your PC, tablet, or even phone I believe, you can actually stream Xbox One games to those devices. It's a pretty neat feature. I could see it being really useful for tablets, but at the moment I don't have any Windows 10 devices except for my desktop, which I've recently updated. So I went ahead and I tried it out. The first thing I tried was having my desktop PC connected to Ethernet, which is how I normally have it, and then my Xbox One wireless. And that was pretty okay. I don't actually have any footage of that, but the quality was maybe a little bit less than when I hooked up my Xbox One to Ethernet, but it was still definitely serviceable, and there was very little lag even with that situation, which isn't necessarily ideal. Now, when I hooked up both devices to Ethernet, I had a little bit better experience. The video quality was a little bit better, I think, but the lag was still the same, which, by the way, is basically not there. The way I tested this was I had my speakers on in my living room and where my Xbox is, and I was streaming it to my bedroom, which is a little bit back towards the end of the house, so it's not super far away, but far enough away where I can still hear it and I can test it out. So basically what I did is I would shoot or throw grenades in Halo back in my bedroom, and I would see if it kind of lined up with the sound in the game from the living room. And basically there was no lag even with the sound, like the BR, for example, the battle rifle, it would like line up the bullets, you know, the bursts. So there's almost no lag, certainly none that I can see. I did fine in multiplayer in Halo. I was able to get, I think, like near top of the scoreboard in one match, and I did fine. There's only like one or two instances where I was kind of like, wow, I wonder what that was about. There's at one point I got up a trail and I went back through the footage and I was like, my shotgun wasn't even pointed at that guy. What's happening? And that could be the game, to be honest. That could be the Master Chief Collection's lag and whatnot. It might not even be the streaming. But that was just one instance where I was kind of like, what's going on here? But other than that, I kind of got into it because, the video quality is not excellent. It's okay, basically is how I would describe it. You can certainly get by with it. The main thing is it's good enough so that when you're actually playing like even Halo at 60 frames per second through the Master Chief Collection, it's good enough so that when you actually like get into the game, you don't even really notice that the video quality isn't like super great, because you're in the game, you're playing the game and having fun, and you don't even necessarily notice that, which is certainly nice. But if you are like playing a game that's very graphically intensive and you want to admire those graphics, doing it through Xbox One streaming isn't necessarily the best way, because basically to me it looks like kind of like you're watching a YouTube video or a Netflix video or something like that, and the quality hasn't quite buffered all the way, where you're not quite at that top tier buffer, and it looks just a little bit blurry, and like details are just a little bit hazier, and it doesn't look horrible. It's just like not quite as sharp in some instances, and in most instances really. But basically, to do this, you just need an Xbox One, you need some Xbox One games, and you need a Windows 10 device. If you have those things, you're probably good to go. It'd be good to have at least one of the two devices you're using hooked up to Ethernet. That's what I would recommend. I bet you, though, it's still playable if you have both those devices wirelessly, if you have a good router and good internet. And that's another thing. If you're doing it wireless, probably need a good router, and it doesn't hurt either way. You're also going to need pretty good Wi-Fi speeds. You'll notice that some of the footage I have here has a graph kind of displayed over it, and that's actually an option anyone can enable when you're game streaming, and it kind of shows you the total bandwidth you're using. And I think the average for pretty much no matter what game I was playing, whether it was 30 or 60, the couple of ones I tried, the average total bandwidth, it said, was 9 megabits, I think, per second, which is not like crazy. But if you have like a 3 megabyte down, and like 1-up internet, I doubt you're going to be able to do this at high quality. At least you might be able to get away with low, I'm not sure. But again, probably good internet, somewhere in the range of 20 megabytes down ish, maybe a couple up would be probably preferable. I bet if you have that, you can do high quality, no problem. You might be able to get by somewhere in there, maybe at different qualities. So that's something to keep in mind. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the streaming. For me, I don't think I'm going to use it all that often, but I could certainly see people using this for their phones or their tablets. I mean, I would totally do that. If I'm kind of in the other room just wanting to chill and I got my phone out or my tablet, heck yeah. But anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like down below and maybe drop a comment. And go ahead and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one.